After shifting the arrow to the doorstep for a while, Thomas was heading back to the sheds. However, Thomas took a little detour and found something unexpected. It was an old, boarded-up mine. It hasn't been used in years. Thomas was unsure. He wanted to enter the mine, but he wanted to go back into the sheds. Curiosity got the better of Thomas as he ventured into the mine. When Thomas got into the mine, he found that it wasn't your average mine. In fact, it was a roller coaster, and Thomas really started having fun on it. However, the rails were old and worn out and creaky, and Thomas didn't know about this. As Thomas arrived on the curve, the rails started to creak. Then Thomas flew off a curve and fallen into the mine. Thomas looked around, shocked. He was now trapped in a mine that hasn't been used in over a few years. Thomas now felt worried. He was trapped in a mine with no way out. Meanwhile, the back of Dimmock's sheds, some of the inmates were discussing random stuff. Percy began to worry a little. Thomas had usually arrived back in the sheds by now. He tried to tell the other engines, but James just rolled his eyes. He's probably doing the night train or something, he said, unamused. Percy didn't want to disturb the other engines' conversations. Edward wasn't at the other sheds either, so he couldn't talk to him about it. Meanwhile, Thomas was trapped in the mine still. He was worried that he could fall off the edge. Water lay beside the platform that Thomas was standing on. Well, might as well have to deal with it, Thomas said nervously. The next morning, Percy began to feel a bit more worried. He didn't feel like disturbing the other engines awake, so he went out of the sheds to go search for Thomas. Edward was waiting at Marin when Percy pulled up to him. Hey, Edward, have you seen Thomas anywhere? Why was he nowhere? Well, I do know that he did go near Olstead to shunt yesterday. Of course, Olstead. That's where he must be. However, do you know if he got lost anywhere? Hopefully not. I feel like you should go check just in case. Thank you for the information, Edward. So, Percy puffed off to Olstead to go check on Thomas. Percy eventually got near Olstead, but he went the wrong way, and probably in a good way, because he found something unexpected. An entrance to a mine, which was covered by a waterfall. Percy decided to go in anyway. Whoa, I did not get this. Hello? Is anyone in here? Wait, Percy? Is that you? Thomas blew his whistle long and loud, hoping Percy would hear it. Wait, Thomas, it is you! What are you doing here in this mine? Well, I got a bit too curious. I went on this abandoned coaster, and had a little too much fun, I guess, as I went off a curve and derailed. Well, don't worry, Thomas. I'll go find help. And so he did. Thomas was soon brought out of the mine, with the great untrain being a bit of a tedious process. So, Thomas, how does it feel to be out of that coaster? Well, to be honest, I feel a bit foolish. The mine was abandoned in the Railstead Creek. Percy thought of an engine to take over Thomas's job while he was in the works. Hopefully Thomas has learned his lesson. I hope he doesn't get into it acting like this again. Do you?